What's up everybody, Thomas Kennedy here, back again with another cool airbrushing video for you. I found a cool skull picture online and I just had to do a painting of it, and I'm making a video to show you guys the process so maybe you can learn some stuff along the way, and then if you want you can literally hop on Google, find the same exact photo reference and try this same painting for yourself. So, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. It'll help my channel out and help more people see my videos and learn how to airbrush. So let's get into the video. Alright, headed back to the airbrush room. Alright, first of all, let you guys see the reference photo. This is the painting for this video. This is the photo I used to do the painting. It's a really awesome photo. I don't know who the photographer was, or I would give them credit, but you can find this same image on Google. Just search for skull reference photos and you will find it. So if you want to try to do this same painting, you can. I recommend it. It's got some really awesome effects going on with the fire inside. It's really good practice for contrast and highlights and just skulls and everything. There are some advanced techniques that I used for getting the colors the way I wanted them. I'll go over that a little bit, and if anybody has any questions about it and wants to learn more about mixing colors and color theory, I can do a video just for that, or you can probably find something else online, a color theory book or something. But either way, that's the reference photo. Now let's get into the painting process. All right, so that's how I did the painting. Hope you followed along and learned a few things just by watching. But I will go over just real quick a couple of the basic color mixing techniques that I use. As you can see, with the blues and some of these reddish colors in here, they get really, really deep. And if you're wondering what colors I used an opaque blue straight out of the bottle mixed with opaque black, and that creates a really dark blue. You can mix that until you get it as dark as you need it. And I also mixed a little bit of gray. I don't remember the exact amount, but I just kept adding until it looked right. And what that does is that mutes the color down. If you add gray to a color, it mutes it. So it's no longer bright. It takes away the brightness and it just creates this real dark, gloomy kind of look. And that's what I also did with some of these deep reds, probably like right in here, in this area. That's the same thing. I took the deep red, mixed it with some black until I got it as dark as I needed it, and then I muted it down with gray, just transparent medium gray, opaque black, and then whatever color with the blue and red. And I did a couple different shades of that. I did really dark, mostly black, just a little bit of blue and the gray over here, and then over this way it turned more into mostly opaque blue, a little bit of black, and then the gray to mute it. And then some of this out here is not even muted. Some of that is straight out of the bottle, a couple different colors of blue. It's all Createx. You can get it at Hobby Lobby or order it online. And then with the yellows and oranges, most of those are straight out of the bottle. I've just kind of blended it on the canvas. So as you can see in the video, some of this yellow I actually did with a real bright yellow, and then I kind of toned it down with an orange. And some of these highlights I actually hit with the opaque white straight out of the bottle, and then toned it down with a little bit of yellow, except for where I wanted it to be really bright. That's just the opaque white straight out of the bottle. So that's how you get those really bright highlights, just straight white, straight out of the bottle. And then you just put it up next to some of these darker colors and it just makes it pop. Especially when you're doing something from the photo. When you're doing something realistic from a photo, you just have to paint it like you see it. Make you a good stencil. Either use the grid method or a projector, transfer your outline, capture as much detail as you need to capture in your stencil, do the grid method or project it, and think of it as like a paint by numbers, but like an advanced version. You just, on your stencil, if you just circle every area, you know, trace this, and then trace every little detail inside of there, and then that way when you transfer your stencil, you know exactly where to put each color. You just have to look at the picture and refer back and say, well, yellow goes here, red goes here, and it's literally a paint by numbers. And if you just do that, your painting will look good. And then you just have to blend a little bit more, get better with your color mixing, your color blending, and then you get more and more realistic. But it will have the same effect even if you did it as a simple paint by numbers strategy. It would still be an awesome painting. So start with that, think of it that way if that helps you out. And then the better you get, you won't even have to make your stencils as advanced and as technical, I guess I should say. And I mean, you could probably just freehand this once you get a lot of experience and stuff. I could freehand it, but it would have taken me probably 3 times as long to get my outline on the canvas the way I want it. So just to save time and to make it easier on myself, I just used a stencil. I'll show off with some freehand stuff once in a while, but I like being efficient with my time the older I get. So here, this is actually my stencil. So you can tell I captured quite a bit of detail in there, but I didn't get too crazy. You can make your stencil however you want. Keep it simple, make it easy on yourself. When you're doing something realistic, it's kind of tedious and can be kind of stressful here and there anyway. So just break it down as in a really simple process, whatever works best for you, and the better you get, you'll just be able to bust them out pretty easy. I only have a few hours in this painting probably, total. Just worked on it an hour or two here and there. Well, I might have 6 to 8 hours total, maybe, transferring and everything. So the better you get, the faster you'll get. So I hope you learned something from this video. And like I said, if you got any questions about the color mixing or any advanced technique questions, just ask in the comments and I'll try to answer those. If it's something I need to make a video just to explain it, I can, and I can come up with some kind of simple painting to show you the process and show you some mixing colors or something. But anyway, that's all I can think of right now. So thanks for checking out my video. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. It helps my channel out. And stay up to date with my latest videos. And check out all the links in the description section below. You can find links to all the products I use. Link to one of my cool websites where I sell some t-shirts and stuff like that. So check all those out and get some practice in. Get you a canvas, get you some paint, and just follow along this video. Find the same image on Google. If I can find a way to just put a link to this image in the description, I'll do that to try to help you out. But either way, just find some cool images on Google, print them out, and try to do some cool paintings. Until next time, peace out.